Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third session of Motion Chapter, Class 9 Physics. So, today we will be continuing with the graph topic and then we will deal with equations of motion. Please feel free to pause the video whenever you need to make notes, and please do send in your doubts. I will clear it and send it back to you. So today we'll be doing acceleration time graph. So first of all, whenever we draw a graph, there are two kinds of variables involved, a dependent variable and an independent variable. The dependent variable is always placed on the y-axis and the independent variable is always placed on the x-axis. So time is always the independent variable, whereas velocity or acceleration is the dependent variable. Now, in the case 1, for a body at rest, acceleration is 0 for a body at rest or when it is moving with a uniform speed. So, velocity by time gives us acceleration. In case 2, for a body which is moving with uniform acceleration. So, what is uniform acceleration? Uniform acceleration means the speed of the car or of the vehicle is increasing, but it is increasing uniformly. That means for every time interval, the amount of increase in the velocity is the same. So that is given by uniform acceleration. Even for uniform acceleration, the slope is constant and the graph is a straight line which is parallel to the time axis. Now we have equations of motions by graphical method. So the motion of a body moving with uniform acceleration can be described with the help of three equations called equation of motion. The equations of motion are V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, 2as is equal to v square minus u square. These are the three equations of motion in which v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration, t is the time, and s is the distance traveled. Okay. So now we will go into each of the equations and see how to derive them using it graphically. First equation, I want you all to please pay attention to the graph. So O is the point of origin, OA is the initial velocity, BC is the final velocity, OC and AD are the time taken, OA and DC are the initial velocity. Now let's get into the derivation of this equation. OA is equal to CD is equal to U. U means initial velocity or V initial. OE is equal to CB is equal to V or final velocity. OC is equal to AD is equal to T, which is time taken. Now BC or final velocity from the graph is equal to BD plus DC. BC is equal to BD plus OA because DC is equal to OA. Now BC is equal to BD is V and OA is U. So V is equal to BD plus U. BD is equal to V minus U. Now the slope of the graph. So on one side you are having initial velocity, on the other side you are having final velocity. So the slope of the graph is given by A is equal to BD by AD. So BD is nothing but V minus U and AD is nothing but T. So BD A is equal to V minus U by T or AT is equal to V minus U. Using this we get our final first equation, V is equal to U plus AT. Students, these three derivations are really very important. So please make note of it and study it. It will surely be asked in the examinations. Moving on to the second equation. So here we need to find out the distance. So when we are having a V versus T graph, then the distance is the area covered under the graph. So area under the graph OABDC is area of triangle ABD plus area of rectangle AOCD or ADCO. So S, as we can see, distance S is equal to area of quadrilateral OABC. S is equal to area of rectangle plus area of triangle. Area of rectangle formula is length into breadth. So length is OA into OC plus area of triangle is of the formula half into base into height. So half into AD into BD. Then substitute the values. So OA is equal to U, OC is equal to AD is equal to T, and BD is equal to AT. So substituting that, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, and hence we have derived the second equation of motion. Moving ahead, we can also say that the area under the graph can be equal to the area of the trapezium OABC. Area of trapezium formula is the sum of the two parallel sides into the height between them. So which are the two parallel sides in the trapezium OABC? OA and BC are the two parallel sides. So OA plus BC into the height between them. Height is always taken at 90 degrees. So OA plus BC into OC divided by 2. So this is the formula for area of trapezium. So then when you substitute, OA is U, BC is V, OC is T. So U plus VT divided by 2. Now according to the first equation, we have T is from the equation V is equal to U plus AT. We get T is equal to V minus U by A. So we substitute the value for T over here. So we get U plus V into U minus V by 2A is equal to S. So on cross multiplying we get 2AS is equal to V square minus U square, and hence we have proved the third